I'm Shannon Lenz, your spiritual fitness coach. Jealousy. We've all struggled with it at one point or another. We've all wanted what we couldn't have, and sadly, that can make us hostile towards the people who have what we want. It's a tale as old as time. Consider the account of the first brothers in history. Genesis 4 tells about Adam and Eve's two sons, Cain and Abel. Cain was a farmer and brought an offering of his produce to the Lord. His brother Abel was a shepherd, and he brought an offering of his livestock to the Lord. The text specifically points out that Abel gave God the firstborn of his flock and the best fatty portions of the meat. But it doesn't specify anything special about Cain's offering. We're told that the Lord regarded Abel's offering with favor, but he didn't accept Cain's offering, which greatly upset Cain. You see, God knew the condition of Cain's heart when he brought the offering, and it must not have been in the right place. In Genesis 4, 6-7, God said to Cain, "Why are you angry, and why has your face fallen? If you do well, will you not be accepted? And if you do not do well, sin is crouching at the door. Its desire is contrary to you, but you must rule over it." But Cain didn't attempt to master his sin. He let his sin master him. When the boys were out in the field together, Cain maliciously attacked and killed his brother. Cain wanted what his brother had, the Lord's favor, and God told him how he could have it too. But Cain allowed his jealousy to fester into hatred of his own brother and a desire to murder him out of spite. The tragic irony is, Cain wanted to be accepted by God, but once he committed murder, he was even more alienated from God. As punishment, Cain was cursed to be a wanderer of the earth. Verse 16 says that Cain went away from the presence of the Lord and settled in the land of Nod, east of Eden. John Owen, a Puritan theologian, famously said, "Be killing sin, or sin will be killing you." Isn't that the moral of the story? God had warned Cain that if he didn't get a handle on his sin of jealousy, it was going to devour him. Instead of starving his jealousy to kill it off, Cain fed his jealousy by dwelling on it and allowed it to grow. The very first murder in the history of mankind was the result of Cain not nipping jealousy in the bud. James explains this common downward trajectory in James chapter 4, verses 1-2. "What causes quarrels, and what causes fights among you? Is it not this, that your passions are at war within you? You desire and do not have, so you murder. You covet and cannot obtain, so you fight and quarrel." Now, I'm not suggesting that everyone struggling with jealousy is going to fly off the handle in a murderous rage. But if we feed our jealousy, we let it grow and grow. Not only does jealousy ruin our relationships with God and with others, it eats us alive. Proverbs 14:30 says, "A tranquil heart gives life to the flesh, but envy makes the bones rot." Here's your challenge for today. Kill your jealousy before it kills you. Stop feeding your jealousy before it eats you alive. Spend time in prayer today, confessing any envious feelings that you may be struggling with, and ask God to help you rule over your jealousy so that it doesn't rule over you. Then, instead of focusing on what you want but do not have, praise God for all of the things that He has given to you. Work on cultivating gratitude in your heart to replace any jealousy, bitterness, or resentment. Then go and win today.